against this rock and don't move. You're paler than a pearl. Do you feel nauseous? I said, don't move. I'm listening to your chest. Take a deep breath. Good. If you stop panicking, I'll explain what happened here. Much better. Your heartbeat is strong again. Imagine my surprise when I caught your scent upon the currents. I didn't think you would ever return to this area after our little encounter all those months ago. How you came to be back in these waters, I don't know. 1 second, I'm hunting for something far less interesting, and the next, I find you sinking toward the ocean floor. I thought you were already gone. I was not the only one of my kind drawn to the scent of a frightened human in the water, either. A few started taking bites out of you, but it was fairly brutal. I fought them off and claimed you as my prey through heated combat. Bringing you here comes at a higher cost than you know. This cove, it is my secret escape. I knew I could swim you here and hide you without any of my fellow merfolk finding us. However, the trail of your blood will remain for some time. Should any of the others follow it before the current has washed it away, we will both be discovered. It would be soul-crushing to lose the secrecy of my nest. Once a Mer's home is discovered, it is a tradition for them to find a new, unclaimed area. Knowing where someone lives is almost a threat. We are a savage breed when needs must, and lately there has not been the best of blood between my pod. No, I won't eat you. I was going to, but then, I can hardly explain it. The way you were perched on the brink of death, only for life to surge back through you. It almost seemed like some other driving force was determined that you should live. I am wary to challenge such an occurrence. Therefore, I believe I can keep you without eating you. You saved my life once. Now, I have returned the favor. You'll find a spring at the other end of this beach, pouring down from the wall. Bathe your wounds in it, and they will be healed. I'm not lying, you bitter human. This cove was a legend to your kind. As I understand it, many perished in horrific shipwrecks or drowned trying to find this place. They foolishly believed they could harness the ancient healing water that flows within these rocky walls. But the way was impenetrable in ancient times, before your diving instruments. Now, it has been so long that the roof has eroded down, opening to the sky and earth above. You can see the tops of the trees there. See? So far above. Such delicious irony. It would be easier to enter now, more than any other time in human history. But it is itself lost history, as are the crystals that are giving off that blue light. They grow all over this cove and protect it from those unworthy of its power. That's the tale, anyway. Their beautiful, steady glow would calm even the most restless souls. The sunlight tends to irritate me, but at night, this entire space is filled with spots of glowing light. It can be very, very dark in here, though. So I hope you can sleep all right. Leaving? No, no, no. This cove is your home now, human. I said we were even. I never said you were free. Think of yourself as my entertainment, my pet, or whatever else I want. Do you have any specific talents? I don't believe you. Every being holds at least one special trait. I'll just have to spend a long time finding out what yours is, if you don't tell me. You'll be no fun if you're bleeding and miserable, so stop stalling and go tend to your wounds before I change my mind. They are so very deep and ugly against your flesh. There. What did I tell you? Good as new. Not a flaw in sight. You still need sustenance. Here, I have a stash of live fish along the base of this rock. Good use for salvaged nets. Was that a joke, human? Such poor taste. I was only caught in that one net due to a severely unfortunate, never mind. You don't deserve an explanation anyway. Well, go on. Here's your fish. Eat up. I'm offering you one of my hard-caught bounty here, girl. How about a little appreciation? Of course. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. I don't know how to create a fire. If you'd like to give it a try, there's plenty of driftwood and branches on this small strip of beach. You know how to create a fire? Excellent. But first, come over here. I must examine you to be sure you're truly healed. Don't look away from me, little human. Come closer. That's right. I promised I wasn't going to eat you, and I meant it. Why would I heal your body only to tear into it again? That's better. Sit down in the sand and let me see your legs. I don't see any traces of the slashes. The blood is mostly washed away, but here, just a bit cleaner with some good, salty ocean water. So strange. These little, nubbins, what do you call them? Toes. What purpose do they serve? They look like tentacles that didn't grow properly, or little fat fins. Balance, Is that all? Can't you even pick things up with them? Some people can. Are you one of them? I see. Fascinating. Hey, don't kick me. Why are you laughing? Come back here. Are you... Okay, yes. These little things must be sensitive. Your foot as well. Stop struggling and let me see your legs. I've never had the chance to examine human legs before. They're so curious to me. So slender and long compared to the rest of your body. But you're dealing with gravity, so it makes sense. Do all humans have legs as soft as yours? Why are you turning red? Is it because I'm touching you? Don't worry. My claws won't puncture your soft flesh. I'd hate to mark up my new pet. I'm intrigued. You seem to either be terrified of my touch or enjoying it. Do you like the way my claws trace over that delicate skin of yours? Does it send shivers through you? This light touch that could so easily draw blood. Or is it more surface level than that? Does it simply please you? Don't try to get away. I promise I'm not going to hurt you. I just have this overwhelming urge to, well, pet you. That's why they're called pets, isn't it? Your hair is still wet. I can't really glide my fingers through it. I could scratch. I think you like that. Do you like having your head scratched? Like a half-drowned kitten? Let me see those ears. They're so very foreign to me. Just cavities on either side of your head. So odd. Stop squirming. Let me touch them. Your flesh just curls and spirals. Ridiculous. Huh? My ears. Do I look like I have human ears? Can't you see my head fins? Okay, fine. I'll allow you to touch them, but be gentle. I've not hurt you so far, and I expect you not to hurt me either. One tug, and I'll drown you. Your hands are soft. Maybe it was the healing spring, but here, let me see your hands. No claws, no scales, no bioluminescence. Such a shame. But your skin is soft, and the structure of your fingers is pleasing. Don't move. I said, don't move. I want to trace your hand with the tips of my claws. It's a test. Just gently, gently. It's true. Look at those tiny little bumps along your skin. I heard that humans show their sensitivity this way. It actually worked. I didn't pay attention before. Silly me. But now, what if I drag my claws up your arm? Ooh, such a shiver just went through you. Fascinating. I think I found a way to play with my new pet. Trial and error. If I scratch like this, how will you react then? The nuances of your reactions are all the entertainment I could want. I'd like to see how far I can push you. How tough you are in some places, and sensitive in others. Merfolk have similar anatomy to humans, but we're as different in sensitivity as your kind is, which means I need to map you out inch by inch. What a lovely specimen you are, trembling under my claws. Those eyes, they rival the brightest stars and could lead any sailor home. It would be a shame to let such beauty go to waste. So, behave yourself, and there won't be a problem. There is no way out, Pet. If you want to try to escape, by all means, take a dive. But you don't know how deep the water goes, how far you have to swim to find an underwater channel. Even if you did, you'd have to hold your breath for so long before you reach the surface. I suggest that you accept that this beach and these glowing walls are your home now. I wish I could show you my next along the floor of this cave. It's quite lovely with all the aquatic greenery, but you'll have to settle for the vines and plants sprouting from the rocks and the sand. It's not like I've brought you to some barren rock. Hush now, human. I promise This is a far better option than if I'd let you in the water. So dry your eyes, though your tears do make them glisten so. Your situation isn't changing, so make your peace. This is your home now. Our home. My pretty, pretty pet.